Okay, hello. Welcome back to Spider-Man. So, with the release of the second trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home, there's been a lot of excitement coming on about where that leads, and specifically about the possibility of the multiverse from the comics appearing in the MCU, which everybody, myself included, is very excited about. There are several characters who are from the multiverse that I would love to see have their own movie, or at the very least appear in them. Characters such as Mayday Parker, those of you who watch me know I'm a big fan of hers. Miguel O'Hara, also really like him, and Danielle Cage, I think would be a great addition to it. So I am kind of excited about it. However, there's one thing that makes me nervous and or cautious about this news. And that's the fact that the villain in the upcoming Spider-Man Far From Home is Mysterio, even though in the trailer it looked like he was going to be a good guy. I don't trust that. So, let me tell you why Mysterio being a villain makes a big difference in this regard. So, going all the way back from his first appearance onward, no villain that Spider-Man has ever faced has messed with him in as great of detail as Mysterio has. He convinced Spider-Man that he had gone insane. He shrunk Spider-Man down and, played him through this what is it, like a flea circus carnival type thing, a toy carnival?
Got an algorithm in the suit that can extrapolate where the kidnappers might have gone.
Yeah, I don't care about the algorithm, Spidey, I'm still talking here. And he also basically tricked Spider-Man and Human Torch into fighting each other. Although I believe he had the Wizard's help for that, who is a villain so obscure I don't even know who the heck the guy is. So, yeah, Mysterio has a history of messing with Spider-Man. As such, I think it's highly suspicious when, Mysterio shows up and then all of a sudden there's a multiverse. Now, that having been said, I think a multiverse would be very good for the MCU. I think it would help the MCU a lot. I think a lot of people are a little bit nervous. We're in transitional period, and we don't know if if what we love about the MCU movies are going to continue, or if they're just not going to happen anymore. So the inclusion of the multiverse would be very, very good. That having been said, I could see the movie ending with it all being a trick of Mysterio's, that there was no multiverse. However, I think in the interest of the MCU, not just the one movie, but the MCU, I think, I'm at the very least hoping that the multiverse will be here to stay and not just a trick of Mysterio's. That being said, I'm going to come right out and say this. I don't think we can trust anything. Mysterio, basically anything we see in the movie, in the previews, in the commercials, could all be a trick by Mysterio. And I do mean everything. He really messes with concepts of reality when he's around. So, I'm going to throw out a few of my own theories. Like I said, I have no inside knowledge. These are just my own theories of, what could happen in the MCU. I'm putting off to the side that the entire multiverse might be a trick of Mysterio's, because I'm seriously hoping that doesn't happen. But everything else is up for grabs. So, one theory is that Mysterio... I have a hard time believing that Mysterio's from another world or dimension. So I think I could easily see him, tricking people into thinking he was from another dimension, and that would be one of the tricks, was he was actually from this reality. And has tricked S.H.I.E.L.D. into thinking that he's from a different reality. Which, Mysterio is well up to doing something like that. I could also see, we saw in the previews a lot of destructions of property, of different areas and different things were being destroyed. Like, it looked like entire cities were being destroyed. And the possibility that Spider-Man could have been another dimension that Spider-Man was sent into. That having been said, it's entirely possible that that's all just a trick of Mysterio's, that there was no other dimensions, that none of the creatures or monsters that Spider-Man appears to be fighting are actually real. that all of it is just an illusion from Mysterio. And I don't want to leave this out as a possibility, but it's entirely possible that S.H.I.E.L.D., all the agents we saw of S.H.I.E.L.D., are also a trick from Mysterio. Pretty much we can't trust anything when Mysterio's around, and the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. they couldn't be, it could be that they're not around, they don't exist. In it, they could be tricks of Mysterios, whether life model decoys, as per the comics, or actors, made up with, like, Mission Impossible-type masks to look like the agents from S.H.I.E.L.D. who are influencing it. Or it could all be, you know, in Spider-Man's mind, that Mysterio had managed to get into Spider-Man's mind and create a false scenario, a Matrix-like scenario. So that is all a possibility. I'm willing to even say that the trip that the kids are taking to Venice could also be a trick. Like I said, and if he's in a Matrix-type reality, it could be all a trick. So we can't trust anyone or anything when Mysterio's around. He's way too good at messing with reality. So anyway, those are my thoughts and takes on the upcoming movie. Just gonna urge caution, don't assume anything, because with Mysterio around, you can't assume anything. And, you know, while I would like to see a multiverse in there, I could also see the entire thing being Mysterio messing with Spider-Man. So, anyway, but I hope that part isn't, but, you know, I'm willing to keep an open mind and think, yep, everything is a trick of Mysterio's for the entire movie. Anyway, that's my take on the upcoming Far From Home. Like and subscribe if you like it, and yeah, let me know what characters from Multiverse you'd like to see in the MCU, because, you know, there's so many great ones. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.